with some Outer Worlds. So the plan is I'm going to play a few hours of this, and then I will switch it up and I will switch games to something else for a couple of hours, and then we'll call it there. So yes, I don't know if this game has had enough yet.
Why would DeVries betray her fellow agents like that? A rhetorical question. I already know.
So
Just
I don't
making
know
conversation.
if I'm able to sort out Inez yet. So let's put that up a second. Okay. Down a little bit. So we're going to go back to the ship. I'm going to go back to Fairfield to see if the bug has been resolved or not.
All these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
So, see if Ethel is here. Shall we? Ethel. Still no Ethel. Interesting. Okay. Well then, I guess we go back to the other planet then. Well, sorry Inez, but it would appear the game doesn't want you to get better. So, I guess you won't.
Got a bad feel about this line, huh? I remember this place before the war. If we factor for random elements...
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire...
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
No, thank you. But I couldn't possibly indulge when there's mischief afoot.
Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Okay.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has
If
something
you
to do
speak
with
to me
Enrays,
again like
but
that,
beyond
I will rip your spine
I
out.
haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Victor is dedicated. Single-minded, one could say. I've
One
always
could
thought
say
highly
that.
of his analytical
Whether you should or
skills as a
not is
researcher. Less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, There may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities,
Let's be cordial.
the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Respectfully, go void yourself.
Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Listen here, you little bitch. Just because you got perfect beard and hair doesn't mean I won't strike you down where you stand. Peace.
We need to help the folk get opportunity, Commander. Void the abbot. Since
He's
the
more
schism
concerned
with exonerating his own than with...
Yeah. Okay.
with making things right.
To exclude our teachings.
And probably he's missing like
Do you believe
Things.
Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
to do.
Liquidate 'em!
Oh, there's quite a few of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Get him.
Got a distraction for you. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Low, Commander. Medic's orders.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ah, tricked you. There's two more. There's one.
Knew you had my back.
Food, food, food. Don't let a single bite go to drop a waste. No. I'm all about speed, brother. All about that speed. Yank. Huh. Maybe come down this way. Oh, that is most certain death. Hello. Suppose it's over here, right? Why is it whenever I decide to go live, I get extremely like bunged up?
Looking a few corks low, Commander. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
God damn it, Miles. Niles. Whatever the fuck your name is.
Knew you had my back.
Well, shit.
Sure hope Val isn't missing us something fierce back on the ship. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Ideally. Shit. Okay. Run! Ignore the enemies.
We regret to inform you, Zeranium Manufacturer 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Hey, Commander. Remember what I said about my graft? I think we really need to get to Doc Tinsley's barn, Commander. Something going real wrong with the graft. Yeah, I know you're hot on the trail of DeVries, but you said you'd help me. Even if I wanted to do this myself, I'm too sick to leave now. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Please.
There's nothing I can do.
Don't have it in me to chat. Sorry.
There's quite literally nothing I can do.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Maytonier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Thank you.
Yes, right over here. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. No, it doesn't add up particularly well, does it? Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders. Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack? What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided...
Yeah, it looks like Inez is gonna die. Actually, I'm going to
Initiate
wait.
Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
I'd love to help Inez, but game has other ideas. So we're going to switch you out with Val. Val has the ability to heal me better than you can. Anyway. Just give me 1 second, sorry.
Updating ship roster to reflect the addition of Trooper Silong. Reminder: Earth Directorate agents are not allowed to participate in paid promotions funded by corporations. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate.
Let's bring Val with us, because she can heal.
The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at his mess. Explosion. Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary... Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when Antes arrives.
Gosh darn allergies. Hello.
Took over.
Yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. Hello, low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost.
I got the gist. I'll continue my own investigation. Thank you.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she is no longer a problem.
Is this your office? Do you have a doctor's thing? No? I guess. Huh. Yeah. Okay.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's Calicere as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate it?
I don't know anything about. Of course, she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong?
Factor
They're
set head
hardly
on in.
prone to involuntary self-injury.
Two order ignitions appeared to have been shot. Shot by what, though, I wonder, huh?
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Oh, my! That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong point in time. Really? Do you see me, a saboteur? Oh, don't they always attempt to, flee the scene? I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we work folk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. But you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I knew. But, actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Okay.
Investigator? Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time. Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? Well, I'd certainly hoped they'd exonerate me, but somehow I'm unsurprised they bear signs of falsification. Believe I'm starting to see a pattern. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
Okay.
All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
So there's you. There's you. Okay.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
Fine. Then we'll go in there anyway.
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying.
Eva.
Fighting shape at the moment.
Commander, you are dying. It is not advised at this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Protect all teammates. Emergency brake syringes prime.
Get up, soldier.
Knew you had my back.
decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Yeah. So it looks similar to how Albert took control of the doors. Okay. Interesting.
Doctor's been in there a while now.
Investigator.
Always account for standard deviation.
Something about that Albert doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
All right.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh no. Whoops. Hut.
You're back. Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. This is anecdotal feedback at best, but I find
think sometimes a gift helps. Something that makes one feel deserving. And by assisting me, you have proven this. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Thanks.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly, or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell.
Okay. I fear I'm not at the level which I'm able to actually clear Alva. I don't think it was her, but because my levels are so low, I fear that I'm unable to actually clear a name. That everything is just designed to look like it was her. And I'm just not smart enough to figure out that it wasn't. During our recent discussion in the shower, we showed profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. This notably frustrating disposition renders us unable to adequately project our career path. When I details this concern to initiate, I was met with silence. One can only characterize as stony.
Yes, yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
numbers add to the equation.
Oh, hello, dear.
Okay.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Well, tell me who you are first.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint. I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one at that. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
Those goggles don't
After
look very
decades
functional.
keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
I want that gun.
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but beggars and choosers.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
Interesting.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Okay. The attack on the armed forces has been to reignite active fighting between Onyx Choice and the Order instead. It has only resulted in an investigation of both localities that threaten to expose our fans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Levino from the start. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent in so far that does not lead back to us. You know that further failure will be met with severe consequences. In light of recent setbacks, the Fleece has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A467. Further instruction will be issued at the time it might be determined.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you.
Okay.
What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Affirmative. Engaging standby protocols.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
I understood then. I understand now.
Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
I did pick up a new gun. Or two. Hey, la 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 la. No. Oh, you. That's why I have so many shock rods. I see. Interesting. Okay.
Commander, your attention, please. There has been a situation involving Inez aboard the Incognito. This unit requests your immediate return.
God damn it. Well. Here we go, I guess. Here we go. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Inez?
Trooper Silong is now deceased and unable to continue the mission. Updating team index. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Where is she? Where's her body?
Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help. Ha! You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware and systems from deteriorating further. Yep. Gotta fill the hours with something, right? Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it. That's it exactly. Everything else turns into kind of a low static hum. Easier to ignore. Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yamri. But thanks for stopping by.
Inez's body not just lying about somewhere? No. Well, disposed of her already. Oh, wait. No, there she is. I wonder if you're reading this because Sepsis finally caught up with me and took me out. If you'd help me get the graph sorted like you promised, you would... Maybe this wouldn't have happened. Instead, we met bum coughing up along as I write this. Really wish you were here right now so I could put you in the jaw. Thanks for nothing. Put everything down in my room, you'll have a permanent reminder of what you did. Or rather didn't do. Enjoy. I mean, there's nothing I could do, unfortunately. We'll just do that. Thanks to a bug in the game, I was unable to do anything, so... Tough titties, I guess. Tough tartars. Tough teats. Right, okay. Next up, I need to go all the way over there.
Can't believe we didn't do shit to help Inez. Kinda makes me wonder if you would have left me for dead after Horizon Point. Good thing I had more options than Inez. Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit.
Who are you talking to like that?
What did you have in mind?
The fuck? Do you think you're talking to like that? Huh? Sorry, did you forget your place? Who you are to me? So you were saying?
Regular duck.
Wow, they hit hard, man. Fuck me. Interesting. Interesting. you guys get here?
Standing by to take the fight out of them. Torpification in progress.
These things take time, Commander. Ready to waste them. On your command. Got a distraction for you. I'm at it.
Consider self-preservation a priority. Go for torpification.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waving quietly until the next round arrives.
These kill me, don't they? I've got no way to like traverse them or anything. Yeah. Interesting.
This is your 261st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times.
There was something here that like required.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
This door that requires. No.
Our lines will not. Subjects arrive 3 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Oh, there's this door here. Okay.
Unspecified dangers are predicted in these areas at an indeterminate point in time.
Yeah, I can try and take them on once more.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
That's time, baby. They could have dropped ammo for me, but never mind. Hello. It's a dangerous land, man. So many dangers.
Resorting to violence. Standing by to stupor, locking them down, taking the fight out of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enemy in vicinity.
Right. Let's try and be a little sneaky sneaky. Huh.
Adrena time. Time. Time.
Wait, can I not do this because I don't have a fucking knife in hand? Enemy too strong. Okay, well. I shall be back then. I shall be back.
Enemy approximating in our vicinity. Something's afoot. Better keep my lamps open.
Mobilizing. Patience. Still recharging.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
Oh. Didn't realize I was being hit there. Fuck. Okay, mistakes were made.
Threat detected.
Can't believe we didn't do shit to help Inez.
Oh, shut
Kinda
up.
makes me wonder if you would have left. Sure, always happy to.
Replicator at ready status.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm at
What's seeing me over here? Oh.
Gun weapon ready, Commander.
Fuck's sakes. Ah! So maybe I've just died. Slowly but surely.
Wonder what we'll find in here. Apart from cultists, most likely.
Right, well, I'm never making it across there, am I? Might be able to make that one though. Oh well. You're dead. It's not stealing then if she's dead. Yeah, we'll take damage resistance, why not?
That's gotta be the end ray range. I'm looking forward to having some words with this Victor.
You're gonna get like aggressive the moment I get close. Okay. Okay.
I'll handle this. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Taking the fight out of them, locking them down. Combatant scared.
No. Don't want it, I tell you.
Not getting in the front door. Always another way in, though.
Yes. I know which way.
I'm accustomed to this sort of sight when I leave a facility, not when I enter one.
What's with the music?
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Okay, activate more than 3 switches will.
Cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by is it 30 or oh, hello.
Best talk quick, Commander. Won't give any answers once that bullet's finished its work.
I was unaware that Victor, that is Archivist Clemens, requested aid. Did he? I hope you're here to help regardless. That would be nice. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds. 3 days ago, the range was inundated with fiends. Cultists, I believe. I am unaware if they're immensely foolhardy or simply mad, but they've caused no shortage of destruction. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. These cultists broke in from above and immediately set about damaging what they could. I don't know the specifics, just that they can't be seen through normal means. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Oh shit.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Yes, I'm well aware. Ah, I didn't see this here. Well then, I guess. Use this for now, I guess.
There's the N-ray device that exemplar Foxworth mentioned.
Ah, the gadget, okay. Well, they're too strong for me to kill. Normally.
Hostile in proximity.
When all is consumed, all will become.
Proceeding to attack.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Ah. Okay.
Nice job, Commander. Seems that scanner really did the trick.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Right. So, however, does this have a way forward as well? No. Okay.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
device, but I don't recognize the technology. Might be something these cultists use for encryption.
You cannot remain here. Complication after complication befalls this facility, and death stalks its halls. It was all well and good to end those cultists' suffering, but that was but the barest tip of the danger present in this facility. I implore you to depart. I have nothing to say. You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. I'm disinclined for any of us to die, whatever the reasoning. That is why I must complete my work uninterrupted. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain, and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Unfriendly nearby.
Hostility at your scopes for combatant analysis.
With your dissonance.
Mobilizing.
close am I to next level? Not that far. Yeah. Not that far indeed. And to open this I need Science 5, Many 5 or Observation 3.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. I hardly believe my eyes. I didn't think I would be leaving this room with all of my innards within. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Da, 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 da. Look what you made me do. How about you? don't want this to kill me, but I also don't want them to like remain over there. So.
Troublemaker approaching.
Doopity doop doop doop.
You, my entreaties, were never going to pierce your stubborn will. Not when we spoke before, not when you reached my traps. I should have guessed. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. Don't try to distract me. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
I beg to differ. I'd likely understand any analytical or theoretical justification you claim to have better than you do, scientician.
I heard tell of an Order operative recently being spotted in the field. A legendary figure who'd been absent for years. One who'd be eminently capable of understanding the difficult decisions that must be made for humankind's ascension. That's you, isn't it? The endpoint?
You are correct, Victor. I am the endpoint, and I am well equipped to understand your reasoning, should it be sound.
Very well, very well. I can spare words with you, explain my perspective. It won't prevent me from doing what I must. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end.
Review scientific certainty of saved your co-workers. No, that was me.
If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time.
Yep. At Horizon Point.
I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end. I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed.
Then I could talk you down.
I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes. Before I leave, here, the key to my private quarters. You may take any explosives you find. I hope it will give you comfort that I shall not return to my ignoble work.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you.
It's time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
Yes. If you take damage, there's a 5% chance to become camouflaged automatically. If you take additional 5% of your max health is then been damaged. Yeah, sure. We only have 2. Let's put observation up by 2. The next level up. Rotate this. I'm gonna get an extra 2 perk points if I do, but then I have to take every single floor. Fuck it. Second. Right, I can't get in this yet, can I? No. Okay. I will though. I will. I'll be back. I'm up 9 level up. I'll be back. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play for another 20 minutes. I'm going to dip for a little bit. Then I'm going to come back to play something else.
believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Wish.
The meaning of life is numerical, and we are the keepers of the equation.
Further beneficial content. Less popular
Grand Architect! First in a town. Agent! Oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken.
What do you know?
If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? I'd be grateful if you didn't kill Wiley. He's not evil, just misguided. However, I understand if that may not be possible. The stakes, after all, border on the astronomical. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways.
No one asked you to come.
No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Have you beheld that I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Let's do this shit.
Pools were segregated.
Okay.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be. Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming. told him he wasn't going to make it. Roger always said he Hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears crane?
Seer Wiley said he must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Don't worry, I'm here now. Ooh.
Can the Order teach you this flair for the dramatic to all their seers? Or is he a special case?
Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order and simpletons within it claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing
Uh-oh.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Huh. Wait, what did this say, sorry? Interesting.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time,
Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and... Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. If there is conflict, then it was inevitable.
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
But what if widespread suffering is already taking place?
Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame.
Tell that to the Protectorate.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Okay.
Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Thank you. The hell are you? Who's that? What?
who do not follow the crowd will be terminated.
Don't come charging at me like that, you little bitch.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow.
It's the unknown variable!
Monasteries are big for the staff we got. It sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't putting things I'm just being honest. At 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's radiation towels. Well, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice, but that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Could have swore we left Scrabbles back on the ship.
Huh?
Keep to Wiley's plan. Eliminate the target. Formulating an approach.
This the abbot's room? For a monk, our friend's sure not short on amenities.
Oh, you're actually alive. I thought you were dead. Interesting. Okay.
What is spilled today is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a testable aptitude. And who do we blame? Without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice.
Before I go that way. There is some way, other way that I can go.
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude.
Oh wait, no, this is where I came. Oh, never mind then.
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror.
You son of a bitch.
But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
All right, what's the call, Commander? Seer was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left them to die.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Raise high probability.
Let me guess. That safe won't open until we solve this puzzle. Seems like stacking the deck for a predictable behavior analysis.
I've heard the Order enjoys a good brain teaser, but this seems excessive.
Imagine the ball's gonna roll down there, into there. Ew. Okay.
Inquiring. Grenade outbound!
Okay. Well, shit on it.
A potentially aberrant event. Contact. Your cop?
You asked if I was a cop?
Way to get the ball rolling.
Okay. Right. So, I need to run here. Oh, wait, what? Wait, does this also lift up? No. Huh. Ah, I need to shoot him, okay. There we go.
No, I haven't encountered this much of a waste of time since I tried programming Val to understand sarcasm.
Oh, see? You
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Yeah, I guess.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think.
Right. Okay. A little bit over what I anticipated, however. We are going to end this here for now. I'm going to go off and I'm going to do some other stuff. And then I shall be back a little bit later on to do another couple of hours of a stream with a different game. I have got another game there which I would like to play. So yeah, I'm going to head off now. I will be back a bit later on. So, thank you for joining. And as always, have a good one.
Thank you.